Dear Leader John Steenhuisen, as I mentioned, is of course in Phoenix in Durban, where the party is preparing for the April 16th by-elections. The by-elections are coming after the removal of councillor Aamir Abdul, who had been petitioned there by the residents who've expressed dissatisfaction with his leadership. Now, Phila Mthembu, our reporter, has been following John Steenhuisen on the ground on that campaign. Phila, good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming on this afternoon. John Steenhuisen has been speaking with community members there, who are the people who have expressed their dissatisfaction with the previous DA leadership. What are the people saying?
Absolutely, Thabo. So also from the engagement with the resident there that had expressed dissatisfaction with the leadership of that councillor, which has now been removed, hence the by-election which is going to be held, is that they were basically unhappy with regards to his leadership, and especially when it comes to service delivery as well. They had put together a petition basically calling for the removal of this particular councillor, and that is why DA Leader John Steenhuisen was actually in Phoenix today and just engaging with them and encouraging them, to continue supporting the party regardless of being unhappy with the councillor which has been removed. But during that conversation and that campaign, something which actually stood out was that, the MK party, as you know, that since the MK party actually launched and got into the political scene, it had torn through, much voter support. We've seen how even the ANC had lost, to the MK party. You can remember those elections which were held, and also the recent by-elections as well, which we have been seeing happening here in the province. So the party, the DA's John Steenhuisen, saying that they do acknowledge that the MK party is seemingly becoming very much powerful, and that it does give them a sense of discomfort when it comes to seeing how they have been performing when it comes to these elections. But they are saying that they are not phased, and they believe that they still, going to garner much votes, much support, as they also maintain that they are, the second biggest political party when it comes to the GNU. But he did stress, very much that, internally when it comes to the GNU right now, they do not feel that they made a mistake being a part of it, and that, however, power needs to be shared within the GNU. So we had that particular engagement with John Steenhuisen today, and just also basically ironing out some of the challenges which are there internally, and also just essentially saying that they will continue engaging with other political parties which are within the GNU, but what they are not interested in doing is reaching out to parties that are essentially not a part of the GNU. With regards to those by-election campaigns, that's what we were able to take from John Steenhuisen today, and basically continuing with calling for the support that they hope to receive from the residents.
What are they relying on, particularly in their strength within the government of national unity, in government, at least in the National Assembly, but also within the province of KwaZulu-Natal?
Basically, they have been saying that, commitment and always trying to find, common ground, and though they do have some mistakes, it's mistakes that they are also willing to learn from and also improve on. So those are the things that they've basically been saying, that it's really a matter of prioritizing, government, and also ensuring that it is to the benefit of the people as it's supposed to be serving the people. It's just collective efforts that they have been saying that they are willing to work collectively with other parties within the GNU, find common ground, play their part as well as the DA, and try not to make things quite difficult for everybody who is within the GNU. So they are also planning to take that out of the GNU and also incorporate it to the community members that are actually led by the DA. So at this point, really, he just said it's really a matter of finding common ground and doing what is right.
Phila, I appreciate your time. Phila Mthembu there with us. He's been following John Steenhuisen on that campaign trail, preparing for the April 16th by-elections, but touching, of course, on domestic issues as well as some geopolitical issues and the developments as far as tariffs are concerned and the future of the government of national unity. We'll circle back to that story in a moment as we get analysis from Professor Phila Mthembu on the future of the government of national unity. But